Having beaten Jessica Pegula in the quarterfinals, Coco Gauff is now just 2 wins away from a maiden Wimbledon title. Gauff is the top seed remaining in the competition and the only player to have won a Grand Slam title. Some have argued the Wimbledon draw looks weak at this stage of the competition, although that's not entirely true. In fact, the numbers suggest that if Gauff were to lift the trophy on Saturday afternoon, her victory would be the most impressive in over a decade at the All England club. Coco Gauff is a part of the most competitive Wimbledon semi-final lineup since 2015. Gauff will be joined by Karolina Muchova, Linda Noskova, and Marta Kostyuk in the last 4. The quartet has an average WTA ranking of 10.25, and all 4 players sit inside the world's top 15. 2026 Wimbledon women's singles semi-final lineup. Coco Gauff, 7th. Karolina Muchova, 9th. Linda Noskova, 12th. Marta Kostyuk, 13th. Average rank 10.25. That makes the 2026 Wimbledon women's singles semi-final lineup the most competitive in 11 years. Wimbledon women's singles semi-final lineups. Year. Semi-finalists. Average ranking. 2026. Coco Gauff, Karolina Muchova, Linda Noskova, Marta Kostyuk. 10.25. 2025. Aryna Sabalenka, Amanda Anisimova, Belinda Bencic, Iga Swiatek. 13. 2024. Barbara Krejcikova, Elena Rybakina, Donna Vekic, Jasmine Paolini. 20. 2023. Alina Svitolina, Marketa Vondrousova, Ons Jabeur, Aryna Sabalenka. 31.5. 2022. Elena Rybakina, Simona Halep, Ons Jabeur, Tatiana Maria. 36.5. 2021. Ashley Barty, Angelique Kerber, Karolina Pliskova, Aryna Sabalenka. 11.5. 2019. Serena Williams, Barbara Strycova, Alina Svitolina, Simona Halep. 19.75. 2018. Yelena Ostapenko, Angelique Kerber, Julia Gorges, Serena Williams. 54. 2017. Garbine Muguruza, Magdalena Rybarikova, Venus Williams, Johanna Konta. 30. 2016. Serena Williams, Elena Vesnina, Angelique Kerber, Venus Williams. 15.75. 2015. Serena Williams, Maria Sharapova, Garbine Muguruza, Agnieszka Radwanska. 9.5. The last time the semi-finalists were higher ranked than they are this year was in 2015. 2015 Wimbledon women's singles semi-final lineup. Serena Williams, 1st. Maria Sharapova, 4th. Agnieszka Radwanska, 13th. Garbine Muguruza, 20th. Average rank 9.5. Then, the world number 1 and the world number 4, Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova, were joined by top 20 stars Agnieszka Radwanska and Garbine Muguruza. So, while the 2026 Wimbledon semi-finalists may not have the star power of recent years, the quality of the 4 players should not be undersold. If Gauff is to win her first Wimbledon title this year, there will be no asterisk next to her triumph, at least not one that discredits her. Who won the Wimbledon women's singles title in 2015? In a stacked semi-final lineup, Williams took on Sharapova, and Radwanska played Muguruza. Williams defeated her longtime rival, Sharapova, in straight sets, 6-2, 6-4, advancing to her 8th Wimbledon final, where she met Muguruza. Collecting her 6th Wimbledon women's singles title, Williams beat Muguruza 6-4, 6-4 on center court. Gauff would love nothing more than to follow in her idol's footsteps and win Wimbledon this year. To do so, she must beat Muchova in the semis and Noskova or Kostyuk in the final. Gauff will fancy her chances of reaching the final, having beaten Muchova in 6 of their 7 career meetings. Although she will remember losing their last encounter at the Stuttgart Open in April, Coco Gauff and Karolina Muchova's head-to-head record, 6-1. 2026 Stuttgart QF, Karolina Muchova defeated Coco Gauff, 6-3, 5-7, 6-3. 2026 Miami SF, Coco Gauff defeated Karolina Muchova, 6-1, 6-1. 2026 Australian Open 4R, Coco Gauff defeated Karolina Muchova 6-1, 3-6, 6-3. 2025 United Cup RR, Coco Gauff defeated Karolina Muchova 6-1, 6-4. 2024 Beijing F, Coco Gauff defeated Karolina Muchova 6-1, 6-3. 2023 US Open SF, Coco Gauff defeated Karolina Muchova 6-4, 7-5. 2023 Cincinnati F, Coco Gauff defeated Karolina Muchova 6-3, 6-4. Provided she doesn't slip up again, Gauff will look forward to a Wimbledon final against Noskova or Kostyuk. She has a winning head-to-head record against both players, 2-1 versus Noskova and 3-2 versus Kostyuk, but will be well aware of how dangerous they can be. There is work to do before the final, though, as Gauff prepares to play Muchova on Thursday, July 9th. Why Coco Gauff winning Wimbledon from this position would be the most impressive victory in 11 years. Coco Gauff has never shied away from a challenge. From bursting onto the tennis scene as a 15-year-old sensation to becoming a Grand Slam champion, she has consistently proven that pressure only fuels her determination. Yet, if she were to lift the Wimbledon trophy from her current position, it would rank among the most remarkable triumphs the tournament has witnessed in more than a decade. The last 11 years have featured unforgettable Wimbledon champions. Serena Williams reinforced her legendary status, Ashley Barty fulfilled a lifelong dream, Elena Rybakina announced herself as a major force, and Barbara Krejcikova displayed incredible resilience. But Gauff's path would stand apart because of the unique obstacles she has had to overcome before even reaching the latter stages. Grass has never been considered Coco Gauff's strongest surface. While her speed, athleticism, and fierce competitiveness translate well across all courts, Wimbledon has often presented tactical puzzles she has struggled to solve. The low bounce, quick points, and razor-thin margins demand complete confidence from the opening round. Every opponent becomes dangerous, and every service game carries enormous pressure. Unlike on hard courts or clay, there is very little time to recover from a slow start on grass. A few loose games can end an entire campaign. That reality makes every Wimbledon victory feel harder earned than almost any other tournament. This year's challenge has been even greater. Entering the event, expectations surrounding Gauff were enormous after her recent success. Fans expected her to contend for another Grand Slam title, while opponents viewed her as one of the biggest targets in the draw. Carrying those expectations is difficult enough, but doing so on a surface where she has historically faced more questions than answers requires exceptional mental strength. What separates champions from great players is not simply talent, it is adaptability. Throughout her career, Gauff has shown a willingness to evolve. She has refined her serve, improved her forehand consistency, become more aggressive at the net, and strengthened the mental side of her game. Every setback has become another lesson rather than a permanent obstacle. That growth could make all the difference at Wimbledon. Winning 7 consecutive matches at the All England Club requires solving a different puzzle every 2 days. One opponent may attack relentlessly, another may rely on heavy defense, while another possesses one of the biggest serves on tour. There is no single formula for success. If Gauff navigates that gauntlet, it would showcase not only her athletic gifts but also her maturity as a tactician. Perhaps the most impressive aspect would be the psychological battle. Wimbledon remains tennis' most iconic tournament. Every player dreams of walking onto center court and hearing their name announced before a packed crowd. That dream can inspire greatness or create overwhelming pressure. Many stars have needed years before feeling comfortable under those circumstances. Some never fully conquer it. Gauff, however, has spent much of her career under the spotlight. She learned to embrace expectations at an age when most teenagers are still finding their identity. That experience has helped transform her into one of the sport's toughest competitors. If she captures Wimbledon now, it would symbolize the completion of another chapter in her remarkable journey. The victory would also carry enormous significance for women's tennis. Gauff represents a new generation capable of inspiring millions around the world. Her energy, humility, and fighting spirit have earned admiration far beyond the tennis community. A Wimbledon title would elevate her from Grand Slam champion to genuine all-surface superstar. It would also send a message to every rival on the WTA Tour that there are no longer any weaknesses to exploit. Winning on clay proved her versatility. Winning on grass would confirm her complete transformation into one of the most dangerous players in the world regardless of surface. History often remembers championships, but context determines greatness. A Wimbledon title achieved after overcoming doubts about her grass court credentials, surviving relentless pressure, and adapting to one of tennis' most demanding environments would deserve a special place in the tournament's modern history. It would not simply be another Grand Slam trophy. It would represent resilience over reputation, growth over limitation, and belief over uncertainty. For Coco Gauff, Wimbledon glory would be more than a career milestone. It would be the clearest statement yet that she has evolved into one of the defining champions of her generation. And if she completes that mission, the tennis world may look back on it as the most impressive Wimbledon triumph seen in the past 11 years. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.